Welcome back to the 311 Griffin YouTube channel. We are taking a deeper dive into the race cars in Forza and the mechanics of those race cars. And in this video, we're just going to be doing some straight line acceleration and braking and looking at all the different things that it does to the car, to the suspension, to the wheels. There's a few things that the telemetrics don't show here in Forza, but we get some good information from the telemetrics, so we're just going to take a look at that to see what kind of mechanical things happen. So we're starting out here and we're just going to straight line accelerate, and we can see our RPM and miles per hour and throttle and all that kind of stuff, and you can see the car kind of rocking forward as we brake. It rocks back as we accelerate. So now we're going to back it up and let's just look at the shocks, and this is in neutral or just sitting there. The back is a little lower than the front because of the weight distribution, but then as we accelerate it rocks back, and as we brake it rocks forward. Now this is the work that the tires are doing, and you'll notice as we accelerate the back tires really get blown out and the front tires are just fine. And then as we brake, all four tires are having to do a lot of work because we're doing maximum braking. This one's pretty simple. It's just the G-force. You're going to see it go straight back as we accelerate, and then it's going to go straight forward as we brake. Okay, and then here's the tires. There's a lot going on here. We've got tire temperatures, which are already elevated because I was driving. But you've got the pressure, which goes up as the temperature goes up. Where one of the interesting things here is camber, which we'll explain more in detail later. Okay, there's a lot going on here, and so we're going to take a look at each of these parts separately. We're not going to look at the G meter very much, but we're going to look at each of these separately. And we're going to start at rest. So this is the car just sitting, not moving, and we want to take a look at that to get a baseline for how the car is naturally, and then we'll look at it while it's moving. Computer, zoom in. Computer, enhance. There we go. So you can see that it's sitting a little bit heavy on the back. That's why the car is slightly lower in the back, but the offset is about a ½ inch, and everything, the suspension's kind of in the middle of its travel. Let's take a look at the friction. So you can see the contact patch on the back wheels is bigger, so that circle is bigger, and that's just because there's a little bit more weight back there. So the back wheels right now can do more work than the front wheels. Okay, let's look at the miscellaneous tires. So there's a lot here, but mostly we want to look at the camber. On the front we've got -2 degrees, and on the back we've got -1.5, about roughly. So that just means that the wheels are angled in at the top a little bit. Okay, let's zoom back out and let's watch in slow motion. Okay, stop. Let's zoom in on the friction and go ahead and enhance. Okay, so we've already blown out our back tire. You can see that contact patch is really big, and on the front it's really small. That's because we've accelerated and shifted the weight back, but notice we're also spinning the tires. We're greatly exceeding what our tires can handle at the moment, so they're spinning. Now let's look at the shocks. Here we can see that we have indeed rocked the car backwards. We are compressed on the back end and extended on the front. So let's look at the tires. The camber on the front left is a little bit odd to me, but right after this it actually compresses, so it's rebounding or something. But you can see that we've gotten more negative on the back, and we've gotten less negative on the front right, and about the same on the front left for whatever reason. Notice that the front wheels are going 8 miles per hour and the back wheels are going 31 on the left and 29 on the right. So they're spinning up pretty fast. The car is going 8 miles per hour, and if you were to take a look at the other screen, the general screen at this exact second, we're at 62% throttle and 320 foot-pounds of torque just consequently. Okay, zoom out and go ahead and play again from there. So the tires are kind of bumping back and forth, but we're starting to steady out. The front tires still, let's freeze it here. Okay, the front tire is still smaller than the back tire, but you can see that we're a little bit steadier. Our tires have kind of caught up. They're able to do the work we're asking them to do. Everything's kind of stabilized a little bit. Okay, let's play. And we're going to start braking here, and you can see we're braking. G-forces going straight forward. Stop. Okay, so now we're under heavy braking. Let's zoom in and let's enhance that. So we're asking more of our front tires now than they can stand, but that contact patch is a lot bigger. That's because we're braking. We've pushed the weight of the car forward. Zoom back out, and let's finish that up. And now we're going to just watch the shocks in slow motion all the way through so that you can see that weight distributing backwards. This is at 50% speed. And then as we brake, we transition to braking, the weight shifts forwards. So all we're trying to show here is what that weight distribution does for our contact patch, for our traction, the work that our tires can do. Here you can see back tires are getting a lot of work. They're being asked to do a lot of work. At first they can't do it because of the way we're driving. There's ways that you can not exceed that friction, but now we're braking and asking the front tires to do a lot more work. But we're giving them the capability of doing more work, and that's kind of the secondary point that I want to make. So that's it for this video. What we'll do next time is we'll do some cornering, and we'll see how the body shift side to side changes the way the tires work and what they can do and what they can't do. And then we'll do one more video at least where we talk about the ways you can drive to take advantage of those weight shifts. So thanks for watching. Happy driving.